So when we were nearing the end of the Sister Stories training, I think it was like a week to the end, and I was like, if I don't start doing this now, I'm not ever gonna do it. So I just had an idea one day where I was just like, right, I have to hold a circle every day for a month. And so even just to say that, I can't believe that I had that idea to go from like, I think I'll probably never do it to why not do one every day. So I put an offering out that every day, I think it was for the month of August, I was going to do every morning at 7 a.m. on Zoom. I was going to hold a women's circle blended with Reiki together. And so the first day I put it out, no one signed up. The second day, no one signed up. Third day, but I was still showing up to the sessions and like running them as if people were there, like genuinely like, hi everyone, like welcome in, because I was like, this is for me to like get into the practice and the habit of sort of like also telling the universe like I want to be doing this, but also giving myself the practice. And then I think it was the third day, one person came, and it was just the most like miraculous, incredible, beautiful moment, and also really made me value the beauty of one person. And like I think in my business before that, if someone had said like, oh, you're going to do a group offering and only one person is going to come, I'd be like, oh my god, like what's the point in doing it? But I think for me, just that one person arriving was so precious that it sort of shifted the numbers game for me. And then I think on the fourth day, 10 people logged into the Zoom, and then from that day on, I think there was like 9 or 10 of us every single morning throughout August. So it was just a beautiful start to my holding of circle, I guess, that I really feel like I found my thing, and just sort of so grateful that the Sister Stories course gave me the confidence to know that I could offer something like that, because I felt so resourced and so ready for it. That commitment to doing it sort of like quelled the two biggest fears that I had around running circles. Like the first one was like, what am I going to do if no one signs up? Like to me, that would be like the most mortifying thing that I could ever. And I think I even like posted on Instagram like, no one turned up. It's day 2 and no one's here. And it was almost like liberating in a way to like release that burden, or like the making that mean that I was a failure in some way, and still being like, here I am, I'm still, if anyone wants to come. And I think the second thing that was like my biggest fear throughout the training was like, how do you show up to hold a circle if you're going through your own stuff? And I was asking you that constantly throughout the training, like, but what happens if you're having a bad day and you've got a circle planned, and like, how do you hold space for others? And I think for me, like obviously within that month, so many things were happening behind the scenes, but with the practices that you've given us to like anchor ourselves into this inner well of like groundedness and peace, and like that also has changed my life dramatically, that I've learned the skills to tap into this knowing and trust within myself that I could show up every morning and hold space for the stories. And yeah, it was, I think so since doing the training, I think I finished 3 months ago, and I think I've held 65 circles, which is just a mind-blowing thing. And I think to sneak another thing in as well is that I think my perception of circle was that it was always very heavy and very, not doom and gloom, but like a space. And I think it's beautiful that in circle you can do that. But I think something that was so beautiful to see, that circle can be fun and joyful and like a place of gratitude and celebration. And it was like really beautiful to like dance through that month with that group and welcome it all, really.